Hello friends, this is Jackie. I'm about to do a collective tarot reading for you, and whenever you happen to come across this, whether it's today, next week, or a year from now, trust that it found you just at the right time. I invite you to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let the wisdom in these cards guide you in whatever way you need most right now. So in the card that represents where you are now, you have the Five of Wands upside down. My table is very shaky, sorry. I'm gonna find a better setup for this because I don't like it shaking so much. Okay, so this is the card that's representing you right now. It's the Five of Wands, and it shows that you are in some kind of weird internal conflict because you got it upside down. So you are either exhausted from fighting or you are avoiding confrontation entirely. Maybe you are even minimizing your own feelings, to keep the peace. But when we do that, when we try to censor ourselves in order to prevent outside chaos or conflict, what we are doing is internalizing that chaos, and that inner tension is still buzzing under the surface. So this card is saying, this is not over, it's just quieter. So don't mistake the quiet for it being resolved. Okay. So as your obstacle, you got the Ten of Swords. So the challenge is the Ten of Swords. So this is like the drama queen card. But for a good reason, right? And this speaks to me that something has felt super defeating for you, like you have been betrayed, or even you're in like deep burnout. It's like a rock bottom moment. It is a challenge because you're trying to get up, but you are feeling extremely burned out. Like it's really hard to get yourself up from this rock bottom. But this is also the card of clearing the dead weight. Yes, it sucks. It sucks very much what happened. It's painful, yes, but it's also necessary. It's a necessary ego death to reset your nervous system and your soul. Right? So this is your challenge. Let's see. Then we have judgment at the root of all. Judgment in reverse. So there's self-judgment or an avoidance of a truth here at the root of all. You've heard the wake-up call, but you may be hitting snooze out of fear. You might be struggling to forgive yourself or others, or even doubting your right to make a final decision. It feels like you know what needs to be done, but you are haunted by uncertainty, of course, about whether you're ready to really evolve from this. It's a bit of lack of self-trust, and you are judging yourself a bit in the moment for, I guess, because you are having a hard time picking yourself back up. You're losing faith in yourself. But let's see what else we have. We have the moon reversed in your recent past. The moon reversed in your recent past. So you recently had clarity, right? The moon is about unconscious things and it's upside down. So you have had clarity after a period of confusion, or at least some illusions dropped. This card reverse suggests that you've already passed through a foggy, an emotional, a deceptive phase. It's like the veil has lifted. And even if you don't if you didn't love what you saw, at least now you know you were not crazy. Something was off, and now you see it. Oy. Uh, your conscious goal. This card represents your conscious goal, which is death. So this is very, very powerful. This is one spicy card. You want change. You want deep, soul altering, change. Phoenix rising from the ashes kind of change. Death as a grounding card in the position that it is means that you consciously or unconsciously you are craving a clean slate. You want something real to end so something true can begin. Is the feeling. It's less about endings and more about liberation. You are ready to close a chapter. Okay. Then we have the Seven of Wands in your near future. I like this card because this is a card that speaks about you defending your progress. Even if others don't understand your choices, you're going to be called to hold your ground. People might question your boundaries or your clarity, but you have worked too hard to let external doubts shake your knowing. Just look at how grounded she looks in her truths. She's really anchored in her self-awareness there. This card says, stand tall, you're leveling up, and not everyone will cheer you on, and that's okay. So then we have how you see yourself. This is how you see yourself. So you see yourself as someone that is ready for a fresh start, a very stable, fresh start, especially materially. Or it could also be something regarding your body, something tangible. There's a sense that you're planting a seed for a new phase in your life. Something that's practical. It's tangible and abundant. You want a real world shift, not just an emotional one or a spiritual one. No, you want tangible results. So you are planting seeds for that to happen. Then we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is how others see you. So others see you as someone with heart, with good energy and connection potential, whether it's romantic or emotionally only, soulfully. You come off as someone capable of deep bonds. Possibly you're even entering in a new relationship. You may not feel seen clearly, but the energy you give off says, I am worth investing in. So the Nine of Pentacles, it's in the position of your hopes and fears. You long for independence and self-sufficiency, but you're also scared. It might mean maybe being alone. There's a desire here to be whole. You don't need anyone. But the fear is that it will come at the cost of connection. So you may be feeling and asking yourself if you are isolating yourself too much in order to create that self-sufficiency. Just pay attention that you are not entirely neglecting yourself for intimacy, and that you are not using that hyper independence as an armor to block out people trying to connect with you. Okay, then we have the Six of Swords as the most likely outcome. It's upside down, which suggests that it is reflective of the current state, the internal conflict, because you're stuck between moving on and staying stuck in these mental loops. The reverse six suggests delayed in the transition. Either you're doubting the direction or something keeps pulling you back into the pain you're trying to leave behind. You will move forward, but you just have to stop going back to the past. Yeah, it looks like something keeps dragging you to the past, and that's why you are stuck. Your challenge is to let go of that pain. That's why your challenge is to let go of that pain, right? And to clear out that internal conflict that you are having. Release the judgments you have about yourself. Because you have seen clearly. You have seen clearly. And when you have those moments of clarity, you can definitely stand in your ground, in your knowing. You know what's true for you. And what you crave is transformation, change. But I do see you also planting seeds to create something more tangible for yourself. And others see it too because they see you as somebody that is worth investing in, like I said. So somehow your independence scares you because you also don't want to end up alone. So it's good that you look at your patterns right now as how you isolate yourself and heal that pain that is keeping you stuck. Okay, because you're like in a metamorphosis right now. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but you want transformation, but you are still clutching parts of your identity, trying to reconcile the pain, make peace with what you've learned, and not abandon yourself in the process. So the call for you is to own your truth, protect your path, and trust that your clarity will create the new foundation you're craving. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that this helped you, gave you some clarity, and I'll see you in the next video.